Hi, my name is Mr. Ferro, and I'm now going to be talking to you about the imperative verb tense. So, what is the imperative verb tense? The imperative verb tense is used when you want to say to someone else that they must or should do something. Sort of like the bossy tense. For example, sit down, be quiet, do your work, sit, be, do. In these sentences are all imperative verbs. We also have eat your vegetables. Eat is an imperative verb. So these underlined words are all the verbs that are imperative. So, I have some questions on them. Do imperative verbs need to have an exclamation mark? You see in these sentences that all of these have these little marks here, exclamation marks. Do they need to have them? Let me know what you think now. No, they don't need to have an exclamation mark. You can see sometimes when you give instructions, you can use imperative verbs. Attach the end of the lengths of copper wire to the crocodile clips. Write your results in your book. Detach the copper wire from the negative terminal. Turn left at the traffic lights to go to Science Works. All of these verbs, attach, write, detach, turn, are all examples of imperative verbs, and as you can see, they all have full stops at the end. So, you sometimes use them when you want to yell at someone, for example, but you also sometimes use them just when you want to give instructions to someone else or directions. So, when do you use imperative verbs? I want you to now pause the video and think of all the times you can use imperative verbs. So, the first one is when you give a suggestion, and I hope, the Arabic word for suggestion. When giving directions, I hope this is the Arabic word for directions. When giving instructions, there's more, I'm just going to move this up here. When giving advice, encouragement, when telling or asking someone else to do something. So, what makes imperative verbs different? I'll pause the video and maybe you can think of a reason why now. They go first in the sentence. They are the very first thing that you put in a sentence. That's one thing that makes them different. Now, let's see what else. Who does the imperative verb? So who is actually doing this? You. So whenever you have sit down, the person who is doing that is you. You must sit down. You must be quiet. So if it's be quiet, you must be quiet. Eat your vegetables. When you see that, it's you must eat your vegetables. So that's the person doing the action. Anyway, that brings us now to the end of this video. We'll talk about this more in class and discuss more about it later. Until then, bye.